When I was a little kid, I was often the one who would think of something super fucking funny. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And I would say it to my friends, and nobody would laugh. And then 10 seconds later, someone next to me would say the exact same thing, and suddenly everyone's laughing. I had no idea why. I thought that everyone hated me, and I just didn't really know the problem. But now I do. And the problem was that nobody respected me. And the reason they didn't respect me was, well, it was a couple of things. But mainly it was how I presented myself, how I acted. At the time I acted quite speedily, like I had speedy movements. I didn't move slowly. And it was the same with my speech. I talked really quickly. If someone talked over me, I would stop and then I'd be silent until the whole group was silent, and then I'd try to talk. But I also talk quietly. So every time I talked, it would be speedy so nobody could hear what I was actually saying. And it would be quiet so they also couldn't hear what I was saying. But speaking quickly and quietly is also the perfect combination to signal to people around you that you don't fucking matter. Think about it this way. If you know Tim Cook, I think that's his name. The guy who does like Apple presentations. Every year they release new products and he goes up on stage and presents them, right? You don't see him walking around hunched over, talking really quickly and quietly because he doesn't know what to say, and then when he runs out of things to say, he just goes like, but yeah, you know, so, like, yeah. Would you want to listen to someone like that? Would you want to buy Apple products if you were in that event and you had to look at a fucking stage with this guy on it who was acting like a retard for an hour? No, you wouldn't. Because it just doesn't signal respect at all. So, there are multiple ways you can improve this. You can either take the long route and improve your self-image. Or you can take the short route and just pretend like you're confident. Just move more slowly, talk slower. But even then, it's just gonna continue to signal weakness because it's not authentic. So there really is only one way, and that is to improve your self-image and to improve your confidence. And how you do that is just improve your body. Go to the gym. Get jacked. Get lean. Once you've done that, well, it's really a never-ending process because once you start the gym, if you like it, you're never going to stop. If you're a pussy, then you'll stop and nobody will ever respect you because you'll have a shit self-image for most of your life. But even once you're jacked and lean, you've still got to work on social skills. So let's say you do that. Let's say it's 20 years down the line. You've been going to the gym for 20 years. You've been dieting for 20 years. Eating clean foods, not necessarily dieting. Just not eating junk food, not eating shit, right? And imagine throughout those 20 years, you've also been socializing a fuck ton. Everywhere you go, you talk to people. Someone walks past you on the street, you say hi. Someone else walks past, they've got like a funky ass haircut, you say, "Yo, cool haircut, bro." Imagine what you would be like after those 20 years. If you're like that example I gave earlier, where your body language is shit, you're all huddled up all the time, you're not open, you're afraid to take up space, you're afraid that people are going to talk over you, so you won't pause and think while you're speaking. If you're like that now, then what will you look like in 20 years after doing all those habits for 20 years? Can you even imagine that? You'll be like... I'd be surprised if you can even imagine that. But you'll be more confident than you ever thought you could be. So, in summary, people don't respect you because you act like someone who doesn't deserve respect. And you look like someone who doesn't deserve respect. When people first see you, they see someone who doesn't lift, probably skinny fat. They see someone who's got closed body language, which pretty much signals the opposite of confidence. And when they talk to you for the first time, they subconsciously realize up here in the primal little bit of their brain that you're a fucking retard. So if you want to improve that, go to the gym. Start going to the gym. I don't give a fuck what excuse that you got. Start going to the gym. Get a fucking membership right now. Actually, pause the video right now and get a membership if you don't already have one. Just do that, like, forever, for the rest of the time. You don't have to overthink it and try and do everything at once. Try and do diet and gym and everything else. Just start with that. Start with going to the gym. And then write down a plan. Write down what you're going to do after you feel confident in your body. When you're relatively jacked, you've been going to the gym for like 2 or 3 years, right? You look much better than you did when you started. And now you can actually use that. You can use that confidence. And then you can start talking to people. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. You can start talking to people now. Because that will also improve your confidence. I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. I guess just get into the habit of talking to people wherever the fuck you go. If you're still watching this, which I would be pretty fucking surprised if you were, then click the link in the description if you want to stop being a social retard. If you want to level up your social skills. And if you don't want to, then don't do that shit. I don't want losers in there.